What's up, guys? This is Bretticini. Today we're going to be coaching Gorillaz Esports again. Uh, I was going to do some bunker because of the new 222 meta and the new bunker meta. They sent me another GOATS VOD. So I'm not going to really be teaching much GOATS here, but more just team play. Especially from the supports. Well, definitely from the supports and tanks, because that's all that are in the game. Some updates for what's coming soon, too. I will be doing a comprehensive guide on how to support. But that will come much later. That's a lot bigger of a project. But for now, let's get into this. They were playing on Temple of Anubis. So I'm not going to go too much into detail about GOATs. Just because... Okay, I can't really hear it.
Soon. I think it's after it's midnight. Oh, we're now.
No. 17 hours.
Oh.
Listen, man.
That's gonna be boring as fuck, man. Maybe I'll...
It is going to be boring. GOATs is boring to most
Yeah,
people.
we got gone out to the arcades too for some loot boxes.
Okay, so here I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. Gearx picks Zenyatta. So not gonna go too much detail. All I want to say is, from the last VOD, this is perfect. This is the best GOATs lineup you can possibly get. Zen GOATs is the best. You have your mandatory picks. You have your Zarya, you have your Brig, you have your Lucio, and then you have two picks that work perfectly into GOATs. You have Diva and you have Zenyatta. This is a very good lineup. Very good lineup for the GOATS comp. Your LFG, when roles are enforced, is a little... I would recommend against that. I would, because you have no way... Sure, you can one-trick GOATS, but if you need to swap off of GOATS, you have no way to do it. I mean, if you're six-stacking with the team, you should feel confident enough not to need to enforce the rules. Like, you know everybody, so.
Sad. The only summer skin I'm missing is the Torp skin, and it's the only one I wanted.
You do need the
Oh,
Torp
you
skin.
got a Genji one.
Warp skin sucks.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid that it looks
It's
good.
so fun. It looks funny, yeah,
I know.
I don't know if anybody can hear it on the recording, but they're talking about the Torp skin. It's the best skin in the game. If you don't have it, you might as well uninstall at this point.
Pirate.
Goofy's all the way in spawn.
Oh, he's coming up.
More into team play. It's going to be hard not to talk about GOATs. By the way, GearX, I think you already know you're late. But, oh, you're very late now.
Alright, there we go. I was able to finally unmute myself.
Genji. Alright, they're gonna try right push. Alright. Right side.
Okay, Genji is on right. The cloud has been made.
Yeah.
Nice. The focus shifts. You are playing GOATs, so you stay together.
Ryan shield is cracked.
Wow, the Rhino you're facing does not know what to do.
I got Genji.
There's the call out. Call out for the Genji was just a little late. You need to call that out as soon as you see it. Now you're very split. Hold up. Where's my mouse? Okay, so your Reinhardt here. Give me a second. So I'm watching this. The call out and the Genji need to be way sooner, like when you saw him up here. As soon as you see the Genji, you call it out and your Diva can come help and either chase him off or kill him outright. You called him out after a couple seconds. The quicker you make these callouts, the better they are. And the more efficient your team runs. Okay, so here your Reinhardt charged. He killed the enemy Reinhardt. But everybody who could possibly help him with any retaliation from their team is gone. Like, nobody's able to help the Reinhardt. So, seeing that as a support when something I see it all the time, like at least people in solo queues, like when they support, they see stuff like this and they'll end up killing themselves trying to help. Try to see what you can do for the Reinhardt within reason. Like if he's just too far gone and you can't save him, and you know he's gonna die, you're gonna die, you just leave him to die at that point. But here, who's the Reinhardt player? I actually can't read that because can I get more pixels? No, I'm at 720. Well, I'm gonna say that's Weiber or something like that. Mehmed Weiber. I can't really read it, but you kind of went a little bit too aggressive there. You need to rein it in. Keep in mind where your team is before you charge. Let's see if you keep him alive. He's gotten frozen. He's on crit. Zarya comes to help him. He's still on crit. The rest of your supports need to be on that. Okay, he's safely out. But, he got safely out, but you're really the only support that gave him support. Between 3, you should be able to burst heal him to full. Good on you, Zarya, for recognizing that you could save the Reinhardt from the Mei, and you bubbled him just in time. Yo, Zen, you are way too far in front. Don't try to 1v1 a Mei like that in the front. Like, your team's winning the fight, and that's great, but the fight is happening behind you. You're pretty much cut off from the from your own team right now. You're in the same position the Reinhardt was a second ago.
Both of them healers. They're gonna be useless now.
He's just gonna keep trying to go for health back here.
See, here you're in a better spot, but again, you're in front of your Reinhardt. I mean, look where you are. Your Reinhardt's on the point to the right of you, like behind you. And you're 1v1ing a Zarya right now, I think. I think that's a Zarya. Yeah, that's a Zarya. And a Mei. Mei's hit you a couple times, too. You need to back up, and you need to get back with your tanks. If they had a Widow right now, that would be the pick, because you're isolated, you're in front of the shield. You are an easy pick for any Widowmaker on this high ground up here. But as more of a team thing, now that you've won the fight, I would be, as the tanks, I would be pushing to retake this high ground here. Which is what you're doing as a Zenyatta, but this is kind of the mentality your Reinhardt should be taking.
I'm Zarya split. Me and Zarya right now.
Okay, there you go. This is better position. This is better. Yeah, this is much better.
Pushing middle. Pushing up.
Okay, they're dropping down. Okay, good. Zarya, for you, you drop down in front. It's safer to drop down behind and put them in this choke point. If they decide to go up the stairs, that's not a big deal because you have the Lucio speed boost. You can catch them. But it's much safer, especially for you, since you're not the tankiest of tanks. You do have your bubble, but you're a 400 HP. You can be whittled down fairly quickly, other than like a Reinhardt who's got a lot of armor on his health, and he's got a personal shield that has 2,000 HP. It's much safer to drop behind the choke than in front of it.
Everyone gets a point.
Back point, yeah.
I want to listen to more of these callouts.
Zarya! You charged like a bitch.
Let's try and stay with the rest of us. So go to front line.
So I was trying to say the rest. I want to hear callouts.
Reinhardt falling down. Reinhardt.
Again, Gearx, your callouts are pretty good, but they're pretty late. Also, this Reinhardt's dead. I don't know what he's doing. What is that? Was that like a tracer up there with him?
Charged like a bitch.
Let's try and stay with the rest of us. So go to front line.
I think that might be a tracer. I'm not entirely sure. I need pixels. But here's the Reinhardt. Here he comes.
Up top. Reinhardt
I'm
falling
ready. Oh, that was a Mei. That was a Mei. Well, Mei's up here. Presumably the rest of the team is down here. And Reinhardt's like, don't worry, team. I've got this. But I would have called out the Mei and the Reinhardt up here way, way sooner. Like, as soon as you saw the Mei and started your volley, I would have started talking immediately. But this Reinhardt's dead. If he survives, I'm going to be shocked.
Down, right heart.
Look at him with his shield up. He knows he's fucked up. Nice kill. Good dinks. Mei's dead. Oh.
Nice chance, nice chance.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. That was okay. Whoa, that wasn't.
She's Grav.
Maybe. Yeah, it was. Holy shit. More of them are alive than I thought. Nice. Okay. So, when you got two supports like this, that, like, Transcendence and, Sound Barrier, you usually do, like, first ult and second ult. Y'all didn't communicate it, but he did it perfectly. So, as a Zen, if you got your ult first, if you got your ult and you see Lucio doesn't have his ult, or you see that both of you have your ult, you say, hey, I got first ult. That means the first, like, ultimate that you want to counter, the first, like, support ultimate that you want to use to push, you are the first one. So that you don't ult at the same time. Y'all managed to do this without any communication. You know, you ulted for the Blizzard and he ulted for the Grav. That is great. He or she ulted for the Grav. I can't tell. I can't read names. I can't read the names. The video's just a little blurry. But you need to be talking about those kinds of things. You need to be communicating with your other support. This won't be as much of an issue once 222 meta comes through, because you never want really two off supports in the 222 meta. But for now, for the little time we have left with goats, be working on that communication between your other support.
Genji's there. Yeah.
Enemies over there.
Zarya is still alive.
Eva.
Sarah's still up
Got you.
top. Yeah.
Also, I want to see that again, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure I missed kill feeds. Where's... Okay, perfect. So this entire scenario... Okay.
Eva up top.
Reinhardt
falling
jumps down,
Reinhardt
gets fucked up.
Dead.
Nice down. Mei dropped.
Mei dies. You ult. Yeah, that's right. Reinhardt only died. And then Mei. So they still have 4 people. She got quite a bit of freeze. That's a pretty good ult. That's a very good ult, actually. Okay, Shatter picks up 2.
Grav.
And a big beat. What I like about that beat is that he didn't ult immediately at the Grav, but you ulted at the Lucio ulted when he heard the Dragon Blade. And that's a big thing. When it comes to Grav, don't ult immediately as you get Graved. Unless, like, I say that. If you know a DPS ultimate is going into that Grav, don't ult at the Grav, ult when you hear the DPS call out voice line. When you're Lucio or your Zen. That way you get more time in your ult, and your ult lasts for the duration of the actual damage, not the CC.
Genji's there.
And Genji just got destroyed.
Enemies over there.
Lucio just downloaded Genji's file.
Eva.
That's good.
Got you.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Zarya is still hanging out.
Got it,
Honestly,
got
the
it.
Zarya should have just died.
I got you.
Nice shot. Ooh,
Um,
Zenyatta going
And
for
if
it.
if you have rally, keep it whenever they all want to push heavy.
Okay, I've got my rally, but I'm not gonna use it yet.
Ooh. I'm gonna be honest, this enemy Reinhardt just isn't very good.
nice run.
This Junkrat is thinking he can 1v6, punish him. I need to hear a call out on the Junkrat.
Left point.
I need to hear a call out on that Junkrat.
Drop
Just
from
going to
point.
dead.
There you go. You almost
Maybe
walked
the
into
top
that
left
trap. You thought you killed him, and you thought you killed it in 2 shots. You almost walked into it. That ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Mei's going all the way up the top.
Ooh. Good call out.
Ana.
Sake, mate.
Point, which one?
Okay, so still no communication on the support ultimates, and that time it kind of bit it. Like, you may not have needed that. I don't think you did. Hold on. Sometimes it's so iffy.
Mate.
No, guy just got slept. So you're saving the Reinhardt, but honestly, I think just normal supporting would have helped there. Let me keep looking. Okay, so he's on crit.
Ana.
Sake, mate.
No one's really taking a lot of damage there. Yeah, you really could have saved that. See, because now he's going to pop in with Transcendence because he knows that Zenyatta burned his. So if I make my team invincible, then they can't do anything about it. And he decides, because of this opportunity, to use his Transcendence offensively.
I'm gonna put it wrong.
He also did wrong.
That's a pretty big shatter. And you see, if you had just saved that Transcendence, look where it would have gotten you. Because I'm pretty sure, like, that's Zenyatta. He hasn't shown that he's big brain. So I bet you he just decided he was just going to Transcendence on the point because he wanted to push on the point. Now they shatter and they nano the Rhine. Don't you wish you still had your Transcendence so that you could just pop it and everything would be fine? Because they've thrown 3 ultimates at you. Don't you wish that you could have just popped Transcendence right now? Because no one died to the enemy trans push. So you could pop Transcendence right now, save your Zarya, save whoever's behind you, and it would be GG's at that point. They've used all their ultimates, and you've countered them with just one.
How come my buddy fell? What did you end up doing? I died.
Rana's dead. Zarya's actually still alive. Zarya's dead. Okay.
They're low.
Yeah, same with me, man.
I need to get out of here.
Oh no, not May.
She only got me. D below.
Yeah,
She's
she's
low.
just
She's
you.
low. Just
Good
keep firing.
callouts.
Yeah.
See, I want to be hearing callouts like that all the time.
Don't let make it Lucio. Don't let make it Lucio.
Okay, now we swapped off a couple things. We swapped to Winston for stall,
Focus me.
which I kind of like.
Keep going.
Personally, I like Wrecking Ball better. And that's the end of the defense. Really good job.
He's dead.
So, to summarize that defensive round, I'm going to say, stay together. Your Reinhardt got a little overzealous with his charges. You got a little bloodthirsty as Zen, kind of went up in the front line a little bit, got yourself separated. Better teams will take advantage of that. Like, you yourself took advantage of it. When the Reinhardt dropped down from the high ground onto the point by himself, you took advantage of that. He was split off from the rest of his team, so you took advantage. Another thing is callouts. Now, Zenyatta and pretty much any support supports in general are great shot callers for the team because they sit in the back and they see everything. So you are in a prime position to make calls and to make shot calls and to call out certain things. Like, there's a Genji behind because you're in the best position to see it. So as soon as you see it, it needs to be like a snap call out. Like, even if you're talking about something else, you stop mid-sentence and say, Genji's behind. Like saying, okay, we're going to go top right, we're going to go top right, around. Oh, Genji's behind, kill him. Like, it should be immediate. Something I like to do in solo queue is I don't say, like, Genji's behind, kill him. I like to say, Genji's behind, easy kill. Because, people respond to that. It's like, ooh, easy kill, I can carry, So, it's, it's about that. Also, calls for focus fire and exactly like what they're doing, like pathing and stuff like that. How you want to get to point or where you want to position. Those are some calls to work on as well. I noticed that when you're doing very well, especially when you're doing very well, somebody, I think it's your Zarya, is calling out targets, which is great. But it needs to be more of a regular thing. Like, it needs to be something that is appointed to somebody to do, or you need to appoint your target caller so that they call like the specific targets your team is to focus down, and everybody listens to that person. That's just a little bit of the team play aspect of it. So let's move on to your offense.
Fucking junk.
There's not a lot of time left in this video, so
Killed like a bitch.
No, I got like 5 of them in that grab. In the fucking Zarya.
Yeah.
You guys mind if I go Winston?
No, I don't mind.
I think it was the Zarya and the May bitch.
Honestly, I didn't have an issue with it.
Winston, if it's not working, I'll just back to Zarya.
That's the thing that nobody really like.
please don't go Winston. Please don't go Winston. Alligator, guys, you did so good. You did so good with your team composition last round. Don't go Winston. Although, to be honest, the enemy team's not impressing me at all, so I don't know if it would hurt you against this team specifically to go if you went Winston, but don't go Winston, man.
Oh, the
Remember.
maid didn't kill me once.
No, she spent her whole time freezing me and killing me.
Alright,
The maid.
alright, everyone. Skullята, Cuddlist, or Nutcracker? Skull.
My dude, did you just say cuddlist? It's Colt. My dude, come on. Cultist.
Skullята, Cuddlist, or Nutcracker?
Cultist, dumbass.
Cultist. Got it.
Yeah, cultist
It's
is
not
the.
cuddlist, it's cultist.
It's
There you.
You know, like a cuddlefish?
That's a nice outfit,
Girex, you are a treasure. Cuddlist. I'm gonna use that.
Honestly, like,
Look at that
I
guy.
just
He's a
wanna
very
get the
cuddly
gold
person.
skin just 'cause it looks cool.
He's a very cuddly
one?
little demon spawn.
No,
Yeah.
Golden Muffin.
Okay, you have your Zarya. Thank
Uh,
God.
Golden
Yeah,
Muffin.
Stan's got it.
Golden balls.
I don't voice act Zenyatta anymore.
Hey, Gator,
so
if you're
there's no
watching
reason for me
this,
to get it.
Don't.
I don't know, I wanna switch
If you're
to
watching
Golden
this
Muffin.
for the next week
I had enough time
and a
to-
half, maybe, don't ever suggest
Yeah.
that Winston
Honestly,
can
just
go
wait-
into
just
goats
wait until this
alongside
comp
Reinhardt.
season's done. Just wait until this comp season's done.
It's either Winston or Ryan.
Yeah, that's what
And
I'm
you
doing.
do not replace the Zarya with a goddamn Winston.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might wanna exactly wait.
You get more SR.
No, you're just gonna be ranked differently.
Oh no.
Oh, you blocked off.
Oh no. Walled off.
Leave it.
How did they not kill you when they walled you off? Perfect TG moment. Perfect TG moment. How to beat a Mei wall. It's actually really, really simple. But it works really well with goats, actually. You get yourself a Lucio. And you group together and you get as tight as physically possible. And Lucio counts down 3, 2, 1, and you all speed boost as one unit through the choke at the same time. 9 times out of 10, Mei will go for the wall, like always, but 9 times out of 10, your entire team will get past the choke before she can put the wall up, and it's basically useless, like you all got through like you were going to beforehand. Best way to get past the Mei wall. Although this Mei is actually very terrible. Ooh, Reaper with a good flank, actually. Taking out the Zenyatta. Unfortunately, it may be in vain for him. Your Zarya is doing very well supporting the Reinhardt.
Somebody who's really annoying and can be really annoying, make their way to point right now.
No one can really do that. Oh, I wanted that volley for you. There's Baptiste. Killed Lucio. No one else died to it. That's nice. Good volley. Okay, you need that harmony orb on your Reinhardt. Everyone's quite low. It's Junkrat. Junkrat's getting killed. Junkrat's C9'd. Wow, that was a very chaotic fight at the end there. Let's take a look. Okay, Grav. You really need to be keeping your Reinhardt alive through this. Reinhardt kills Diva, and I guess he just C9s. Wow. So very chaotic, but you guys picked up the win. Very good. Oh. Wow. That's the end of the video. I wanted to see play of the game, damn it. All in all, fairly good. I want you to work on callouts, especially support players. I want you to work on callouts. Work on making the calls much sooner. Like as soon as you see it, not after you realize, I don't know, that you can't deal with it on your own or something like that. Just make the call out as soon as you possibly can. Whoever your Reinhardt player was, he's not talking at the moment. He's that kind of Medid I don't really remember. But your Reinhardt player needs to be focused on knowing where his team is at all times and not getting so far ahead, not getting too charge happy. Zarya did fine. Actually, Zarya did really good. And Diva did fine. Diva peeled when she was called, when callouts were made for flankers and stuff like that. You just, supports, you just need to make those calls sooner. Also work on when you need to Transcendence and beat. Work on communicating your ultimates. Like, even in when 222 comes around, like communicating, say, hey, they have, like, Dragon Blade. I don't have my Transcendence, be careful. You know? Because Transcendence isn't the only way to counter a Dragon Blade. You could just kill the Genji outright, or just kind of play at arm's distance, make him use his dash, and just don't let him get a kill, don't let him get a reset. Or, you know, a Soldier ult, just use cover forehead. But, as a Zenyatta or a Lucio, you need to be communicating these things by your ultimate. Because by default, especially in a team setting, most people are going to assume that, you know, with a Dragon Blade or with a Soldier ultimate, like, oh, the support's got it. We've got his Lucio, we got his Zen. Well, so they'll get it, like Sound Barrier or Transcendence. You need to communicate when you can't, so people can use cover and all that stuff. But yeah, good win, and good job running goats. I really liked the team composition there, and I really liked Gearx, your gameplay. Thanks for recording the VOD, and your point of view was very good because I got to see everything, and your gameplay was very good as Zenyatta. All right, thank you, and I'll see y'all soon for the next video.